10. Just an update then on what we're doing in terms of this week's large, long, extended piece of work, which is to do a still life drawing, painting, colour study of all your favourite sweets. And this is what I've been doing as an example to show you this week. Now, I've probably spent about maybe 8 or 10 hours on it so far, a couple of hours a day all through the week. And I've done it largely in watercolours, and it took me a couple of hours to draw it out and get it really accurate, and then to get the colour down, the base colour, what we will call the underpainting. And I did that with the watercolour set, which you see me using quite often, my own scruffy old set of watercolours. And I've had these sweets right in front of me, and then I've been doing this. Now, it's not brilliant, it's okay, it's not brilliant, but if we look at that compared to this needs some more work. In order for us to get maximum amount of points, we need to really make sure that all of the colours on here are fresh and clean and bright. But basically, I've got the underpainting done, and now I can start to use things like felt tips to get a lot of the sharp edges in, and looking at where some of the creases and folds are, and to make all of this really what we call, in using painterly terms, what we call very tight painting. It's a bit like if you were practicing a musical instrument and the teacher said, yeah, I think you've got the tune, you know which strings to pluck and so forth, but now you need to tighten up your technique. And that's exactly what we need to do now. And so I'm going to be continuing to do that through the weekend, and making sure that all of these colours and shapes are really nice and really crisp, and just like the ones over here, and putting a lot of work in it. And it's worth it, because once this is done, if it's a really strong piece of work, then there are an enormous amount of points to be had here for the final GCSE. And this is something that we need to concern ourselves with now. It's all fun and games thinking about binge watching TV and stuff while we're at home, and I understand there's all sorts of stuff on everybody's mind in the background, but one of the things on our mind has got to be, especially for you Year 10s, how we can make sure that we don't go backwards with this coursework and portfolio. So I'm absolutely insistent and passionate that you get all of the bulk of the graft done during this lockdown period, and you can be nibbling away at it by just doing a few hours a day. So this is the very minimum amount of skill and quality I would want to see. I've been doing lessons for other classes, of course, and so this has been only one of the things I've been doing. I could have made it better if I'd have focused on it like you guys are going to focus on it. So I want to see better than this, and I look forward to the results. Next week, when it's finished, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to start taking chunks of it and putting them all together and making a new abstracted form. Okay, have a good time. Enjoy it. Stay safe.